Don't think you're the only one who's going through some pain. Don't think you're the only one, or who hasn't found some shame. No, don't think you're the only one who's had hard times in their life. You're not the only one who's filled with pain and strife. Oh yeah, you know it's like I do. The pain and trials, doubt and denial, in deep despair. Feels like no one cares. I've been there, I've been there. What I've been through, feel like I do. The pains and trials, doubts and denial, in deep despair. When it feels like no one's there, I've been there, I've been there.
My name is Randolph Wallace Livingston. I took my middle name from my mother's maiden name. I was born November 2nd, 1952, and grew up in the Abbeville housing development. We lived in the row houses first, duplexes, and then moved to the extension, 574 East 36th Street.
My name is Sharon Livingston, the fourth child of Mary and Raymond Livingston. I grew up in Ida B. Wells, went to Doolittle Grammar School, as everyone else in my family. And while in grammar school in 8th grade, we started square dancing, which was an outlet for a lot of kids in the projects at that time. And so going to social center. So when it was time to graduate, we still wanted to dance, so we formed a club called the Promenaders. So all through high school, I was a promenader. And then once I graduated from Dunbar, there I was a cheerleader. And once I graduated from Dunbar High School, I went on to data entry.
What year did you graduate from Dunbar?
Dunbar, I graduated in 1966. Because I went to summer school to get out faster. Should have graduated in 67 on that part. So when I graduated from there, I'll continue on with data entry. And then from there, I got a job with Bell & Howell. And from Bell & Howell, was there for almost 21 years. On that part, while at Bell & Howell, I was on the softball team that the job had. On that part, most of the time we did pretty good. Only once we ran into first place, and that's only because I became manager at that time. We got first place. But Bell & Howell closed down, so I ended up with United Airlines. This is where I'm at now, today, still with United Airlines. On that part.
Hey Sharon, you remember when the square dancer when President Carter had his inauguration?
Yes.
Inauguration. You all, the teacher that taught you all were professional square dancers at that time, right? And
Yeah.
You all were invited to the
Jimmy Carter's inauguration. That was the coldest time. We drove up there. The younger people drove in the car because they didn't have the money for the plane like the adults did. So we drove up there to Washington D.C. And all you saw was colossal buildings. Washington D.C. We toured Washington D.C. and then we also square danced there in one of the functions because Jimmy Carter, they had so many different functions all over the place when they have an inauguration. That was a nice trip. But with square dancing, it led to many events, traveling. We always traveled to different cities and traveled to different states besides the cities in Illinois. So we traveled a lot every year to a different convention, a different state. So it opened a lot of outlets as well while being a square dancer.
You know what?
What?
I remember way back though, all you children, I used to have you, we used to go to the camp, Camp Algonquin.
Algonquin.
You all
Camp
swim
Wonderland.
and sports and Camp Wonderland,
Yeah.
and then you were going to Girl Scout, the boys.
Salvation Army.
Salvation Army.
Always putting
for
on Christmas
Bible
shows.
classes and what else? Some of the boys were.
Oh,
I
don't
was
forget
a den mother for some
Yeah.
of the boys in the Girl Scouts. Well, you were in practically everything. You went to Sunday school every Sunday. You took my children.
And then sometimes on the weekends we had movies at Grace Church. Renee would get the movie camera. Everybody would pay to come into the church to see the movies, Renee. On the movie projector.
Right.
our big field out there. We can roller skate, play baseball, whatever you want to.
You remember the
The big
time I
field.
took all of you all to St. Louis, Missouri, the ones that were born, and also to California.
Yeah,
And Sharon
that long train ride back to California.
And I never will forget though when she, you know, see Uncle John. We were visiting my uncle there in California. He had his own home and had beautiful flowers in his yard, fruit trees. He would always go out there and he'd take a bowl and eat some figs. And Sharon went out there and some of the other children and dug a hole. What do y'all lack mud?
Yeah, we dug
And
a
we got
hole.
into it all full of put water in it.
We made our own quicksand. That's what.
I said, oh my goodness. And then your brothers, I think the two older boys, Ramon and Tyrone, they used to sell newspapers out, I think in the street. As the cars were coming through, I guess they was on the corner and was selling newspapers in California at that time.